Well, thank you for staying with us on that quick bump. Now on set we have Alleah Alfred of St. Anthony Secondary School, and we also have Anushree Satpute, my humble apologies, from the Island Academy International, and they're the 2025 winners. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And you know, when you heard about this, tell us how you heard about the competition and what drew you to it. And I'll start with you, Anushree.
So my mom, she's always on Facebook, social media, like everyone is these days. So whenever something like this comes up, and she knows that I love music, it's like my favorite thing ever. So she's like, oh look, this is a competition, I saw it on Facebook, do you want to do this? And I was like, yeah, sure, yeah, I love this. So I was like, okay, yeah, let's do this. And like it really attracted me because I've done music for over 7 years now. So it's something that I love so deeply. And I was like, this is my opportunity to make something that I love. So, yeah.
And we definitely hear the passion in your voice. Alleah, tell us about what inspired you to enter.
Yes, and like her, my mom is always on Facebook, and she sees a lot of competitions, and because she knows I like to put myself out there, she's like, Alleah, you know, I saw something here. Do you want to try this? Because I love literature, I love writing, and I play a lot of instruments and I sing a lot. So being able to put both of these together and follow my passions, my mom is always pushing me to do it more.
So. Kudos to the moms, right? That's scrolling on Facebook and finding the opportunities. Let's speak about the actual submission. And Anushree, you said offset that it was your first time writing, even though you're a musician for 7 years. Tell us about the experience.
So it felt really great doing this and being able to achieve something so big, coming first place, you know, like even though it was my first time writing something, it felt so good. Like I went through a really deep thinking process doing this, and I feel so successful just being able to accomplish this. So
and tell us what your song was about.
So my song, it was called Music and Grace, and it was about musicians who put so much, like artists who put so much deep thought into writing songs, and they sometimes talk about traumatic experiences from their past. So I decided to incorporate that and kind of like chastise the person, I guess, for stealing their pain and just making it and showing it off as their own when really it's not. So, yeah.
That's quite interesting. I want to hear it. Well, Alleah, tell us about your piece as well and, you know, what inspired the writing.
Like I said, I'm interested in literature, so I love to use a lot of symbolism. If you listen to the words in my song, they don't outright say it, but using examples which will make you think about it and like, wow, that's really impactful. My song is called Don't Wear Their Voice. It's basically talking about how writers, they put a lot of truth and story into their words, and stealing it, it can leave it to be empty. And you know, I just really highlighted that because I myself, I'm a writer, and I do a lot of music. I work in the Abiso Inspire Choir. So being able to create something myself, it felt really amazing, and I'm really proud of myself.
And I think at some point we have to play the songs that you would have produced. I know it's not going to be this morning, but I just love the passion behind the work. And finally this morning, Ms. Camacho, I want to ask you, because they would have really represented what it means to feel the beat of IP. How did you go through the selection of the winners to have winner and first place, of course?
Well, firstly, I'm so impressed by our winners, and we've heard, you know, their passion, so we really want to commend them. But just to say that I have an amazing team at ABIPCO, and we have judges every year that are skilled in the art that work with ABIPCO to select the winners. I'm not a trained musician, but we worked with a panel of music educators that helped select the winners, and they were adjudicated to be the better entries. And every year when we do it, we work with the Ministry of Education, and we're very grateful for that collaboration. And we have a panel of judges, and a criteria is created, and that is how the winners are decided. Awesome. Thank you.
And finally, this morning to both of you, you know, this really encourage persons to be creative, not to copy persons' music. When you think about your future, are you going to keep writing in terms of song creation?
Yes, definitely. It's one of my favorite things to do. I'm going to keep it as a hobby, not go into it career-wise, but keep it as a hobby because it gives me peace. Like when I'm stressful, I'm just like, okay, it's time to listen to music. Like I just want to relax. It gives me a peace of mind. So yeah, definitely.
And you, Alleah?
Absolutely. It might not be my job per se, but it's something I want to pursue. I use it as a creative output. So say I feel I have a blockage, I sit down and I write music.
Absolutely amazing. And you all inspire us. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Any final words, Ms. Marshall?
I'd just like to say that please consider the artist, and when you are using their work, and to continue to create and innovate in our society is very important. And we're hearing all these amazing work coming out of our youth, so we want to continue to encourage them. And congratulations to our winners. And thank you to ACB Caribbean, Allmart, and ACT for being our sponsors. And thank you for having us today. We're very grateful.
You're most welcome. Well, stay tuned with us on Antigua Barbuda today. Of course, we just spoke to Alleah Alfred and Anushree Satpute, and they are the winners in the Antigua Barbuda Intellectual Property Feel the Beat of IP Competition 2025. And a new one is coming up for 2026. It's all about sports, but you have to stay tuned to hear more. We'll be back with more.
Give them life.